Welcome back again to our next instalment, saying hello and celebrating your work. So this week I got some emails all about the work we'd set this week, all to do with the Balrog and to do with the Wildwood poem and the bird watching tasks that I had set this week of what Alice and Megan think the Balrog look like. They were very different examples, but equally interestingly drawn from both girls. Well done, the two of you. Then I received 3 copies of the poem that the children have written, linked to the Wildwood book that we had from the Authorify website. Alice and Megan and Tobias sent those poems. So this is Alice's for you to read. And then I'm going to read Megan's out to you. Megan's reads, "Where no one dares to go, nor dive or live, the smallest and shallowest of the famous 5 oceans, and the coldest too, in the Arctic North Pole, where penguins and polar bears' habitat is, where hardly any fish live, is the Arctic Ocean." Well done, Megan. She chose to look at the ocean, Arctic Ocean. And then Tobias, I'm going to let you read. He chose to read much more back to home, and he's done one all about the Stoke Park Woods. And here's his to read. Okay, and Tobias also sent me his science PowerPoint. He's now finished the scientist PowerPoint that we set you all over this time, all about Charles Darwin. So keep working away at those and send them in when they're finished. I know there's a few of you that are on the way to finishing. So this is Tobias's Darwin PowerPoint. And well done to Tobias, and we look forward to seeing the others when they're ready to be sent in. Alice sent me another Zentangle. A few of you got into doing those this time, haven't you? And her capital A is very vibrant and bright. And so this is hers here. Then we asked you to look at the birds and have a bit of time bird watching. I didn't plan for the weather very well though, did I? We weren't expecting the rain to come. And we planned our works quite a few weeks ahead of ourselves. So we were thinking it was going to be gloriously sunny. Wednesday's weather was a little bit different this week, but hopefully you got a chance to work around the week when it was dry to go out and do your bird watching. I had a copy of the bird count sent from me by Poppy. Thank you, Poppy. Poppy saw lots of birds in her garden. And then I had examples of the bar chart drawn by Megan and Alice. Well done, girls. Of the results of their bird watching in their own gardens. And then I had some lovely drawings sent to me of birds that Alice had drawn a bird. And Kira had sent me a picture of the bird that she'd drawn. She'd referred to YouTube and found a video to watch that helped her to draw the bird as best she could. So well done for that use of the YouTube to find out a clip to help us learn something new. Well done, Kira. And then it was lovely to see an email from Nicodem this week. Hi, Nicodem. Nicodem sent me a picture of him and his drawings that he had done. Beautiful drawings, Nicodem. Well done of the birds that he had seen. So that was really nice to see somebody new over our time that we've been away. And then Alice then also sent me a picture of her invented creature. Again, another one of the tasks that we were asked for this week. And then I had a few emails with pictures of things that you've done extra, possibly linked to half term, possibly this week as well. So Alice sent me a picture of her sunflowers that have been growing for a while now, and how her and her brother have been out and measured the height of them all. So that was great maths that she was doing there. And sunflowers are coming along nicely, aren't they? Grace sent me a picture of her Lego. So she has got the Lego set that is Hogwarts Castle from the Harry Potter. films, and she had built an extension, an extra side room to the castle that she sent me a picture of. I particularly like the spiral staircase going up. It's very effective. Very much linked to the theme of Harry Potter. And then Nicodem also sent me a picture of his board game that he had designed. So that was lovely to see too. Well done to those people. Baker's Corner. Alice sent me a picture of her banana cake. And again, something about me having these emails in gets me ideas, doesn't it? We had some bananas in the fruit bowl that needed using up. So we also did a banana cake this weekend as well. So again, I appreciate the idea. Thank you very much, everybody. So that was the emails I'd got sent for our work this week. Now let's move on. Times Table Rockstars. I'm afraid we had a little point this week where we've been pipped to the post by Barlow class. Well done, Barlow class, working hard on your times tables. They had a few more high scorers than we. We had a variety of people working on it, and I really appreciate, Sande class, how many of you actually access that Times Table Rockstars and build up the little points, each of you having your little section of points that you're contributing. But Barlow had a couple extra larger values, and that's where they beat us by about 600 points. So I suppose that could be one child's worth, couldn't it? And then we had our top scorers this week were Poppy with 2,387, Hamza with 1,913, and Kira with 1,075 points. So well done those people, and all of you again for contributing your part to it all. Now, we decided we'd do a little bit different. Mr. Stills sent me an email and said, Mrs. Smith, how are you doing in Times Table Rockstars? And I said, well, Sande doing pretty well actually. Sande doing pretty well. We're doing well with our against the battles against Year 5. And he said, how about we mix it up a little bit? So we're going to then be against Year 4 for the next couple of weeks. So Sande class has been picked against Adlington class, which is quite funny. Some of us were Adlington last year, weren't we? So we're going to see how we do this week, building up our points against Adlington. Let's see if we can beat Adlington this week. And hopefully we might even get a rematch the following week and see how we do with that. So that's the Times Table Rockstars for this week. So look out for that and see if we can build those points high enough to beat the Year 4s. Giving them some healthy competition. Okay, so that was Times Table Rockstars. And then Purple Mash. I have some names here of people who've been working busily away on their Purple Mash tasks. Remember, each week we are putting what they call to-dos. So we're assigning you tasks that would be appropriate to do, linked to the curriculum ideas and tasks that we've put into the timetable for the week. So, for example, this week there are some bird related tasks because we've been doing the bird watching in the timetable. So this week these people had a go at the Purple Mash tasks, maybe just one task, maybe all of them, a range of different involvements. And these names are Tiana, Joshua, Lucy, Bethan, Alice, Tobias and Hamza. So well done to all those people involving themselves in Purple Mash. It is a lovely way to get involved in doing your tasks either as an extra or as an alternative to the timetable information we send you. So we should have, if you're watching this video, we should have the next learning video back up on YouTube, and we also have the next week of learning. Then the next week of learning is all about redesigning your home, if I remember rightly. It's all about coming up with a new home and what your home would look like. Now what would my home look like? I think I definitely have. Right now I'd love to have a little, maybe an underground room that was all mine. A nice little snuggly, cosy reading corner in there. Oh, goodness, I could go to town with it all. So you have a look at what your design. What would you design the house to look like? What rooms would you have? What would the outside look like? Would it be a traditional house style, or would it be something completely different? Has anybody seen those programmes on TV where I think it's called Grand Designs, where they look at building houses differently to the standard doors and windows house that we all have normally? There have been ones I've seen that have been built within to the hill. So when you look at it, you actually see that across the roofs of the houses, it's all grass. So it's very much part of the hill rather than be a house on top of a hill. So you might want to have a look at that for some ideas. So that's next week's learning. Looking forward to our emails, letting me know how you get on, what you've achieved and finished as task-wise. Any questions as always, and we will reply to those as and when we are not teaching the Year 6s, like I said to you before, with our Year 6 groups that are in now. I do tend to look quite regularly at the emails and within the week, so I'm sure we won't have a problem with that in responding to what you send to us all. I think that's about all today, this Sunday. So one last thing, Ant and Dec had an assembly on Friday. If you want to have a look and Google that might be useful to have a look at. It's to do with current times, so it might be something you could look up and watch. Although I think we're putting it into our next week's learning the week after, so the 15th. But if you wanted to have a look at it beforehand, feel free to do so. Again, something different out there. Right, take care, Sande class. Good luck with the learning ahead. Well done to all the people I've talked to or talked about today. Really lovely phone calls. I think I might have talked a little bit too much to some people. I came out of the room that I was in thinking, goodness me, how many hours have I been in there? But they were lovely chats to have, and I do really enjoy having our phone call conversations to see how you're doing. And of course, it was half term, so it was catching up from that as well, what you'd been doing for half term. So I really enjoyed the phone calls. I'll get on those again next week, and we'll speak again on the YouTube next weekend, or you'll see the Monday morning. Take care, Sunday class. Keep well, keep safe, be kind, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.